Chapter 4. The beginning of the war. Chicago didn't sleep. Even deep into the night, the streets were filled with the sounds of cars, distant sirens, and people's voices. But after the explosion, the city was talking about only one thing. Who dared to challenge Victor Morelli? Morelli stood by the window of his office. Smoke was still rising in the distance. Frank Morris waited silently for orders. Find out who did this. We're already on it. No. Morelli turned around. His voice grew colder. Find them before the police do. Frank nodded. He understood. If the police found the culprits, they could talk. If Morelli's men found them, there'd be no one left to talk. The next morning, Detective Cross arrived at the explosion site. Only debris remained of the building. Firefighters were still clearing the rubble. An officer approached him. There are casualties. How many? 3 so far. Cross examined the scene. Something here didn't add up. This wasn't an accident. Someone wanted to send a message. And that message was meant for Morelli. Meanwhile, Tom Wilson kept working undercover. He was back at the _Blue Moon bar. At one of the tables sat Morelli's men. They were talking quieter than usual. Tom listened in. The boss is furious. If he finds the ones responsible, they're dead. They say it's Detroit men. Tom remembered every word. Detroit. That was a new lead. That same evening, in an abandoned warehouse on the outskirts of the city, unknown men gathered. A map of Chicago lay on the table. One of them pointed to the districts controlled by Morelli. He's controlled this city for too long. Another man smirked. After yesterday, he knows the times have changed. Laughter echoed through the room. But no one noticed the man by the window. He watched in silence, hiding his face under a hat. He was the one who had organized the explosion. And he had much bigger plans. Late at night, George Hamilton was driving home. The streets were empty. Suddenly, a black sedan pulled out in front of his car. The road was blocked. George slammed on the brakes. 2 men got out of the car. One of them kept his hands in his coat pockets. George knew who they were. Morelli's men. His heart started beating faster. The men slowly walked toward his car. One approached the driver's door, knocked on the window, and said quietly, "Mr. Hamilton, the boss wants to talk to you." To be continued.